Hello everybody and welcome to the second episode of our Bolton Let's Play here on Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. Now when we left off last time, lots of interesting things had been happening. I can't even speak properly. So as you can see here, Queen Myrcella of the Iron Throne is currently ruling here in King's Landing after the murder of King Joffrey by ourselves, and Tommen died under suspicious circumstances. Can't remember if I had any involvement in that. It's quite possible that I did. Apparently he's a kinslayer. I'm not quite sure why it's saying Tommen is a kinslayer. Wait, what? Did he kill Stannis? Is that what happened there? I am so confused. Hang on, let's check the Stormlands history. Yeah, there you go. Stannis was hanged by Tommen. Okay, fair enough. I didn't expect that to happen. But yes, we unfortunately did get found out for the murder of King Joffrey. So we are a dishonourable little leech lord here in the north of the Dreadfort. However, up north it is actually going quite well for us. We have an alliance with Rickard Karstark and Jon Umber, which basically means we have all of this land from Last Hearth, Last River, down to Ethering and up to Carhold. This is all a big, strong alliance for us. They have quite a few men as well, 3,000 men for the Karstarks. The Umbers have 3,000 men as well, and we have a little bit more. We have 5,000 men. So, should anything happen, we are in a quite strong position. We are also trying to gain claims on the islands of Skargos, because it would be nice to create that High Lordship if we can. Give ourselves a little bit of extra land and a few more troops. I think that's going to be interesting. We are going to set the game playing. I can't quite remember where I left off last time. If anything particular had happened. I don't think it had. We are of course married to an Umber, and our son, who is the Lord of Ethering, is married to a Karstark, which is why we have those alliances. In terms of the north, King Robb is still ruling. He's not actually married yet, which is a bit interesting. I thought they had to try to get that sorted quite soon. But I am kind of biding my time to try and spring and gain some more power and some more land. We are the Spy Master of the North, Master of Whispers, and we're looking for an honorary title from King Robb to try and cement our prestige in the north and become one of the more well-known lesser houses in the north. I think that's kind of caught up on everything. What I'm going to do is quickly go through and add some special interest characters. So we're going to add most of the Stark children that have survived. Oh, there is actually another Stark. From Lady Catelyn, because she's married away. We'll add Paramount Robert of the Vale. We'll add Tywin Lannister, who did try and cause us some problems, of course, because we murdered his grandson. Jaime was beheaded by Robb of the North, so that's one less character to deal with. In terms of the Stormlands, Paramount Tyrion the Imp is Lord of the Stormlands, which is an interesting choice of Paramount, if you ask me. Queen Myrcella will be an important character. Skipping around there. Mace still rules in the Reach. He's managed to survive the war. Loras was killed by Valtry's Sunglass. We'll have a little check. And Marjorie died after a period of illness. That's unfortunate for her. That sounded so sarcastic. I don't know why. We'll add Oberyn as well as an important character. But yeah, so let's have a look at who managed to kill Sir Loras Tyrell. Valtry's Sunglass. Where do they rule? Claw Isles. I was trying to remember where exactly they were. Not the best of fighters, so I'm not quite sure how he managed to kill Loras. I forgot his name for a second then. And we'll also add Daenerys Stormborn, of course, as another special interest character. Others that I feel like people want me to add, well, I want to add, very similar to what I did last time on the Clegane Let's Play, and we'll add Podrick Payne as well, if I can find the little boy. Where is he? I think he's Gerald's side of the family. Donald, Rolf, Podrick, there he is. 13 years old. Little Podrick, there we go. Add him as well. I think that's most... and King Balon as well. Right, that's all the special interest characters. So we'll set the game playing and move on. Your reports from the Dreadfort that his charity work on your behalf is proceeding well. The poor have been fed and your pious standing has improved. So he gained some piety, which is good, because of course we have that dishonourable trait which destroyed our piety, which also adds together to form your score, so it's good to get a nice score. I don't know why we're getting news stories about this. Cersei's child. Okay, that would explain it. Brandon has been a leal and able priest. I don't know why it says leal. Having successfully completed many tasks in aid of the Dreadfort, it would be seen as the right and honourable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants so as to foster greater loyalty. Sure, we'll pay him 5 gold to increase his standing with us. That sounds fine. We do need another commander. I don't know if we have any good generals, actually. Let's have a little look. No, we do not. So I think we're actually going to hire some courtiers, because we have a very weak court at the moment. Definitely in terms of finances. So we'll have a quick scout of anyone that we can invite to join our house. We'll look for men specifically who can we marry off to any women we can find. So let's see if anyone is willing to join our court. It's very unlikely we're going to get anyone amazing, because again, with that dishonourable trait, a lot of people dislike us. In fact, it's looking very unlikely we're going to get anyone good. We're just looking for the green thumbs up, which means someone will join. I may have missed someone. There's one there, Elbert of Gulltower. We'll bring him in. He's not the best. Oh, Elbert Shett. We had him on the Clegane playthrough as well. There we go. Keeping some connections. And Roger Dustin, Castellan of Barrowlands. He's not the best, but he's better than what we've got, so we'll bring him in. And we're looking preferably for a good commander, or at least a good bodyguard, I think, is someone we need. Especially since we're dishonourable. Andre Dolt, Master of Arms of Lemonwood. A Dornish lad. 18 Marshal's not bad. He's got decent sword skill and a dutiful commander, so we'll bring him in as well. And preferably one more if we can. Martin, Commander of the Crossing, a Riverman. Again, decent enough. We'll bring him in. I know that's not the best we could get, but, well, it probably is the best we can get, actually, at the moment. Until that dishonourable trait tries to go away. So they also bring their families with them, of course, which just increases the size of our court. I do like to have quite a big court. Oh, Lord Paramount Brandon III of the North has inherited Kingdom of the North and other titles from Rob. What happened to Rob? Slain by John Umber in personal combat. Why was he fighting John Umber is my question. What? And now he's imprisoned. Well, of course he's in prison because he killed it. I'm going to try and rescue him from prison before anything bad happens to him. But why were they fighting in personal combat? I don't understand. Oh, come on. Just... There we go. Sometimes it does that for some reason. I'm hoping we can get some people to help us. We'll actually try and send... Oh, 20 gold. I'm not going to spend 20 gold on him. He's not worth that much. Calm down. Hopefully that works out eventually. Is that our spy master? Yeah, okay. We are having our spy master. Hang on a second. So we are now regent as well of the north. There we go. So we can actually grant ourselves the lord's title if we felt like it. But I'd get the lordship of Moat Cailin, which I don't really want because it's all the way down here. I like to keep my lands quite close together. So I'm not going to do that just yet. But there is a possibility, because he is 11 years old, that we can actually get to the point where we can have him sort of legally declared as infirm or incapable. I don't know if that option will come up this time, but sometimes when you're regent you can have the option to make them be confirmed as infirm, which is already crippled, so there is a decent chance. I'm not quite sure where the lineage goes if Rickon dies. I'm not quite sure who inherits after that. That's an issue for a long time ago, though. A long time away, even. Words arrive from Castle Black. The Lord Commander, still Jewel the Old Bear, writes that the cold winds are rising, the dead are walking, and the trees have eyes once again. He calls for all lords to put aside, to ride with the Night's Watch and reclaim the dawn. Ready the men. We ride north at dawn. I don't think we will actually send any men, but we'll join the war because then we get some nice prestige and piety for offering to join in. So Lord Paramount Rob was murdered. Well, not murdered. He was actually defeated in combat, as we said. So what's this intrigue like? We've got enough power that we should be able to free him. I don't want to lose that alliance with the Umbers. And John Umber is a very good character to have on your side. Very good marshal. And all right stats for everything else, considering usually a high marshal means bad everything else. So we need to appoint these commanders, as I said. Neither of them are very good swordsmen particularly, so we're going to just make them commanders for now. We can replace Lord Ludd as well. No, actually we'll leave him like that because he is a vassal and I don't want to upset him. We can, however, upset him by replacing him as Castellan, and we'll replace Heek Reek, which is a fantastic name, as... Oh, is that Reek? No, that can't be Reek as in... I always get a bit confused with Reek, because there is another character called Reek. It's not just as it shows in the show. I'm pretty sure there is someone else called Reek early on who dies. I'm not quite sure, though. I can't remember exactly. So we'll see what kind of army comes. We may end up sending men north to try and beat back the Dawn, because it just makes things easier if you don't have the Dawn coming to attack you, or the White Walkers, I should say, not the Dawn. Ah! Here we go. Okay, it suddenly dawns on you. When Lord Paramount Brandon III comes of age, your titles as Regent of the realm is forfeit. Perhaps something could be done to extend your enlightened stewardship of the throne. For the good of the realm, of course. So we can either, accept him as our ruler, or declare him insane and have to rule for him. So we're going to try and declare him insane. Oh dear. All of your attempts to have Lord Paramount Brandon III declared insane have failed. Before long, the lad will be a man, and you may have made yourself a powerful enemy. It was worth a go, though, I think. I mean, we could... If we really wanted to, we could try and kill Brandon. We'll try and wait until Lord Umber has been rescued, though. Because we can then kill... let me finish. We can assassinate Brandon, and then Rickon will come to the throne, but he'll need a regent as well, so we could try it again. I think that's a good idea, actually. It's no big secret Lord Hagen is after my job as Master of Whispers, but he did surprise me when he asked me outright for help. Should I really teach Lord Hagen the secrets of my trade, only to make it easier for him to steal my position as Master of Whispers in Lord Paramount Brandon III's court? Lord Hagen asked nicely, and I like him. I'll try and make a friend, although I think we are trying to get a claim on his land. Yes, we are. Whoopsie daisies. Lord Paramount Brandon III prisoner, Lord John Greyjohn, has demanded a trial before the court to try and prove himself innocent. As the most senior member of the council, I have been commanded to oversee the trial and ensure justice is served. Aha! So if I want to, I can just free him. The prisoner has made their case before the court and now shall observe as I commence the interrogation. On behalf of Lord Paramount Brandon III, I made a competent accusation. The trial is coming to an end. Lord John II has pleaded his case. I find him innocent, because hopefully he's then free. Yes, he is. Okay, excellent. So, using my power wisely again. We are going to try and assassinate Brandon if we can. Should be easy, because it's 704%. Surely that's going to work out. And then we'll have Rickon as Lord of the North, and he will have to be under our regency, unless we get found out, of course. Lord Bolton is still torturing women. We've already seen that. I should probably care a little bit more than I do. I'm not saying I don't care, but you know what I mean. I probably should have taken some time with that decision, but oh well. So it doesn't look like... Ah, okay, there's the army. And that is quite a big army. I'm debating... I'm going to send men. You know what? Let's join in the war for the Dawn. We're going to march them to Castle Black. It's going to cost us some money, but I feel like it's going to increase our prestige if we help. Several vicious rumours have been circulating about me lately. With a lot of effort, I finally managed to trace them back to Lord Edwyle of Arundel. Why are you spreading rumours about me? What have I done to you? Cheeky. So yeah, we'll try and help them as much as we can. They are, in fact, sieging Castle Black, so we'll march them to Brandon's gift. Seems appropriate. While Lord Paramount Brandon, I can't speak today. I cannot speak. Plays with the other children, you seem to favour those who are closest of relations. So I can explain to him that family is important, which gives him the family person trait, which increases his dynasty's opinion of him, or we can make him... There's a chance for him to be charitable, a chance for him to be proud, or a chance of no effect. I think I'll explain to him how important family is. My liege, there's a rumour here in Winterfell that one of the local nobles might be corrupt. Handled wisely, this information might be used to implicate one of your enemies here. Then use it as you see fit. Aha! I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, our spy master was killed, unfortunately. Master Marlon of Whitegate. I'm going to put you as a special interest because we are going to... we're going to come back to you at some point and probably kill you. So we've lost our spy master, which is unfortunate. We'll see if we can find anyone that's very good at intrigue to join our court. Doesn't look like it at the moment. No. Okay. We'll scroll down and try and find the best we can, because I don't really think we have anyone that good to replace him. Oh no, we have Adara. Adara seems alright. We'll have her as our new spy master, or Master of Whispers, whatever you want to call him. So we do have roughly equal amount of men to that White Walker army. But they are in Castle Black, which is a bit unfortunate. They get that defensive bonus. But the more damage we can do to them with our men, who we don't really need at this point. To the clever Lord Roose, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Would like to back our plot to kill Lawrence Trent. I have no idea who that is, so I'm going to decline. I don't want to get in more trouble. Ah, why have we been attacked in last hearth? Deep down peasant revolt. Oh, great. Right, hopefully will those men join in and manage to beat them. Aha, we did manage to beat them. That is brilliant. And in fact, we won that battle for Queen Mycella. So there you go. You have to be our friend now. So I'm just waiting for these 500 men to get there. It's only a small number, but good news. My co-conspirator, Lord Hagen of King's House. See, it was a good idea to have him as a friend. Let me know that Lord Paramount Brandon III of the North will soon have a tragic fall off the castle parapets. Again, what is it with Brandon and falling off things? He's terrible. Let's hope we don't get found out doing that, though. Otherwise, we're going to be in big trouble. And this playthrough may be rather short. Aha! Okay, we weren't caught. And those men marched in anyway for some reason. Which I don't quite know why. We're going to combine these forces. We're not going to lead men. I don't want to risk our own life because we're not stupid like that. Oh, okay, we're the only commander we have. Brilliant. So we are going to go into battle against the White Walkers. And in the meantime, Brandon III of the North has been killed. Under suspicion, I don't know what happened to him at all. So we're going to charge our men in now. Try and beat them back if we can. My lord, Her Grace Queen Mycella has seen fit to name Ryman Frey Lord Paramount of the Trident. Aha, so the Freys have finally got the Trident like they wanted. Aha, we managed to beat them back. I keep saying haha, I don't know why. We managed to beat the White Walkers here in Castle Black, which is a massive victory for us. We're going to try and chase them and see how much damage we can do. Because the sooner they're dead, the better. To all my subjects, for the crime of failing to keep the peace and disobeying an express command to cease hostilities, I hereby name Lord Paramount Mace Tyrell traitor and enemy of the realm, and he's been arrested by Queen Mycella. So I said Mace survived, but not for too much longer at this point. So we're going to keep chasing this White Walker army as far as we can, although I expect there's going to be more armies somewhere. I'm sure they have more than 3,000 men. We're going to try and cut them off here, though. Ah, they're trying to run away from us. To the great Lord Roose, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Would like to back our plot to kill Master Esmond of Coldstream. I have no idea who that is either, so I'm not going to do that. 30th of March we'll meet them, 3rd of March we'll meet them. So we're going to get them before they run away and try and lower their numbers even more. And then I think we'll pull our army back, because I don't want to spend all my time just chasing this army around. And it's at 98%, so we're very close to winning anyway. We'll just keep our men here, actually, and besiege Skirling Pass. Is it Skirling? Yeah, Skirling Pass, okay. I didn't even see what that said. I just kind of clicked away from it. Lord Aegon the Whispers has declared Lord Aegon of the Whispers war for the Iron Throne. Aegon Targaryen invades. A young silver-haired man has landed in Westeros, claiming to be Aegon the Sixth, trueborn son of Rhaegar Targaryen and rightful king of Seven Kingdoms. It is widely believed that he perished in the Red Keep at the hands of Gregor Clegane during the War of the Usurper, along with his sister Rhaenys and mother Elia of Dawn. Haha! So he has landed. Where is exactly has he landed? Can we actually go to it? No. Okay. We'll go down. He's going to be somewhere in the south. Is that him there? No. There he is. Okay, so he's taking the Whispers, as he said. No one joining his war, though, so he's not going to last very long, I have to say, on that case. So the sooner we take Skirling Pass, the sooner this war should be over, and we will kick the White Walkers out of our lands. I don't know who that is, so I'm going to decline it. Queen Daenerys has become Queen of Meereen, so she's finally finished that conquest. So she's starting to make some progress. Lord Ramsay is still torturing peasants. I don't know what's wrong. He's not related, he's adopted, obviously. That's a bit cruel, I think. Sorry. There we go. We've won the War of Dawn, so we're going to march our men back, our 2,000 men. So we lost about half our men, which is a bit unfortunate, but I think we did some good work. Really? Really? We've been called back to the war. The war that just finished but suddenly started again. But we've lost most of our men, so we're going to start just kind of besieging some of these little bits here. And see if we can help a little bit. It's just an extra army for them to have around. So if any of them get attacked, we can spring on the defensive and help them. But I don't quite know why it started again so quickly. The cook complained to me about my acquaintance Walder's temper tantrums. Apparently he punched her son in the face again. Good old Walder Frey. Why am I... educating Walder Frey. I don't remember agreeing to that. The kid shows spirit, gives him a chance of being wrathful. If we do that one, he's got a 30% chance of being patient. There he's got 50% of patience, 40% of wrath, or wrath, sorry. I want to go with encourage him to be more patient. There we go, he's got the patient trait. Brilliant. Actually, he's turning out into a pretty good child there, I have to say. So they're attacking the Shivering Forest, we're attacking Fist of the First Men. Very strange kind of battle plan going on here. Not quite sure why the war started again, because I thought whether one was to sort of stop them and this one is to sort of beat them out of Westeros, maybe. Not quite sure how it works, to be honest. Are they going to win that battle without me? It looks like they will do, yes. And we finished the Siege of the First Men. The Fist of the First Men, even. We'd like to back our plot to kill Barba D. I don't know who Barba D is. It's got a good name now, Barba D. There's a good ring to it. So we've managed to... oh, we've got another thing to besiege here. Temple of the Fist of the First Men needs to be attacked as well. We've got some other armies turning up now as well, which is nice to see. Oh, we've not really not got many men left. We've got 1,000 men. So we're going to try and take a Skirling Pass if we can. And Lord Aegon has already lost. Can I invite him to court afterwards? I'm not sure I can. Be nice to, though. Try and use his claim. Ah, that army's going to get caught there, which is a bit annoying. But it's 94% on the war front, so very close. Aha! Finally! My wife, Alysanne, is pregnant, so we're going to have another son, which may slightly mess up the inheritance, because of course we do have Ramsay, but he's not, technically speaking, a Bolton, specifically. There we go, we've managed to beat the White Walkers out of Westeros. We're going to lose a lot of men by disbanding them there. So Mace is now free to rule beyond the wall. I mean, it's not best to still have Mance there, but it's fine. I'm sure we'll manage. Are we still even region? I'm not sure. Yeah, we are. Okay, we are still region. Who inherits afterwards? Ah, that's interesting. So if he dies, it then passes to Rickard Karstark. But Rickard Karstark doesn't actually have a son. He has a daughter who is related to us. So if he... I'm trying to figure out how that works, because if he dies, it then passes to Arnulf Karstark, who I'm not quite sure what his relation is. Let's have a look at the Karstark family tree. Is he... Ah, so he's Rickard's uncle. So it then passed to this side of the family, which is a bit annoying. I was hoping that it may be passed to her daughter, or his daughter, sorry, who is of course married to Ramsay. But that's interesting that the Karstarks would take over. We're going to leave it for now, but at least we know that there is a possibility we could get the Karstarks in power if we so wished. I think for now, though, I'm going to wrap this episode up now. The last few episodes have been a bit longer, so I want to try and keep this one a little bit shorter. About 20 minutes is usually my aim. So to recap what's been going on, we've managed to beat the White Walkers out of Westeros. We've killed yet another Lord Paramount. We've killed a king, and now we've killed a Lord Paramount and a child, no less. So Rickon Stark currently sits on the throne of the North. On the Iron Throne sits Myrcella Lannister, or Myrcella Baratheon. No, okay, Lannister. They've decided to accept that as it is. Robert still rules in the Vale. Tywin still rules of Casterly Rock. Lord Paramount Tyrion of the Imp is Paramount of the Stormlands, and Durin is still Lord of Dorne. I believe the Iron Isles are the same. Yes, they are. So not a lot changing this episode, but still quite a lot of action, which I quite enjoyed. So yeah, we're going to leave it here. Hopefully next time we can start to build our power base a bit more. As we've seen, the Karstarks have a chance to take the throne, or take the North, I should say, which would then be interesting to have that alliance, because then we can start to cause a little bit more trouble in and around our lands. But for now, as I said, we're going to wrap this episode up now. If you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like. I always mess up my outro. It's just a thing now I do, apparently. Please do feel free to like the video. You know, it's not compulsory, but it always helps when I see people enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.